Namaste, everyone. Sorry for the delay. I actually couldn't connect the camera, so I had to end that stream and then create another live session. So I hope you're all doing well. And as of now, there are no participants, but I hope they will slowly join. This session is live consultation session, as I'm doing once every week to see how interested the audience would be. And also, it is a platform where I can interact with people from various places, not only all over the country, but all over the world. I can see one participant. I welcome you. I don't know who you are, but then I'm glad that you have joined my session. So, today, before somebody asks me a question pertaining to career or marriage or relationship, anything. Vinay Kumar, hi, how are you doing? Vinay, the other day you asked me about your Kula Devata. Let me give you a clarification. The calculations which are explained to find out the Kula Devata are actually the calculations to find out the Ishta Devata. That is done by finding out the Atmakaraka planet first. In your natal chart, you find out your Atmakaraka planet, which is identified by checking the highest number of degrees. Whichever planet has spanned highest number of degrees, that is your Atmakaraka planet. Then you locate that Atmakaraka planet in the Navamsha chart. In the Navamsha chart, you locate where that planet is, and 12th position from that planet you have to check. If there are planets in that house, that cusp, there again the highest degree span planet you must check, and the presiding deity of that particular planet will be your Ishta Devata. If there are no planets in that cusp, then the owner of that sign itself will be your Ishta Devata. This is the calculation for Ishta Devata, which is the same given in various places to identify Kula Devata. But it is not easy to identify Kula Devata with the horoscope. Though the fourth house planets are taken into consideration, fourth cusp is studied, it is not very easy to identify the Kula Devata. However, your Ishta Devata will align with your energy. So it is good that you identify your Ishta Devata, which in your case I identified that to be Dakshinamurti. You worship Lord Shiva. You can worship any form of any guru like Raghavendra Swami or Shirdi Sai Baba or Dattatreya. You can worship. So that's the clarification. Now, in this session, I wanted to suggest a remedy for those people who have their amount blocked with someone. Someone has borrowed money from you and they are not returning. I mean, the entire session is not focused on that. One of the things that I'll be doing today is giving you a remedy to recover money from someone to whom you have lent. You give some money sometimes when somebody asks you that they are in need and they promise you that they will return you by such and such time, but they fail to do so, and no matter how many times you ask them, they don't return it. So for those people who are suffering from this problem, you can do this remedy. This is to be done on a Wednesday. This is to be done on a Wednesday in the Krishna Paksha. You have in the calendar, you can see Shukla Paksha and Krishna Paksha. Shukla Paksha are the brighter days and Krishna Paksha are the dark days. So as Amavasya gets nearer, approaching, after Purnima, you call it Krishna Paksha. On Wednesday, you will, if you get one Wednesday in that, I mean, you might generally get 2 Wednesdays. So on both Wednesdays, you can do Krishna Paksha Wednesday. This is to be done. Very simple remedy, but a very effective remedy. You have to light a lamp. Evening time is good, more powerful. Light a lamp, But you burn camphor, not just the wick. You burn camphor, covering it in a manner that the soot gets collected. The soot should get collected on top. You cover, you put something on top. You can keep a plate or something giving support, but don't completely cover it, because if there is no oxygen, it would not burn. So burn camphor and collect the soot on the surface of a metal plate. Collect that soot, scrape it after it gets burned. Take a sufficient amount of camphor, burn that, and take the scrape the soot out, and take a small stem of pomegranate, anar, small stem of pomegranate. With that, you have to take this soot and write on a piece of paper the name of the person from whom you are to receive money. Name of the person from whom you have to receive money, and fold it 8 times. Once you fold, again you fold, again you fold, again you fold. Like that, you make 8 folds, and keep it in a secret corner of your house, placing some weight on it. This placing weight is essential. You have to place weight on it. If you place weight on it, it will create a thought in the person who borrowed money from you to return your money. There are in two situations you don't get money back from the person who has borrowed money from you. One, the person doesn't have money to return it to you, though he has good intentions. Two, though he has money, he doesn't have an intention to return it. So when you do this, you take that suit, you write the name of the person, make 8 folds of the paper, keep it in a secret corner of your house, and place weight on it. When you're placing weight on it, it will provoke the thought in the person. He will feel like, I should return the money I have taken, promising that I will return, but I haven't been able to do it. So it is good that I return the money. That thought will be created in the person. Now, those who don't have, you must pray that first of all, they must earn enough money or receive a certain amount of money from somewhere so that they can return it to you. So this is to be done on Wednesday. It's a very effective remedy. You can all do it. Vinay is asking, ma'am, is that true that all our prayers will be no use unless puja done to home deity? See, your Kula Devata, your Ishta Devata, your Kula Devata, your Grama Devata, these are all agents of Mahakali. So if you don't know who your Kula Devata is, you worship Mahakali. The prayers will reach. So you, whoever is your Kula Devata, you needn't identify who the Kula Devata is. You should get this information from your ancestors. Your grandfather, grandmother, grandparents will give you this information. In your case, Venus has got a strong role. So Mahalakshmi should, any form of Mahalakshmi should be your Kula Devata. But if you don't have that information, you can worship any form of Mahakali. She is the supreme goddess. So you can worship Lalita Devi, you can worship Kamakshi Devi, you can worship any form of Mahakali, and the prayers will reach. Your prayers will not come through the deities directly. I've spoken about this in my earlier sessions also. You offer prayers to your Ishtadevatas, and they come back through your ancestors. Your ancestors must be pleased. I mentioned this earlier also. If your ancestors are pleased, your prayers will be answered. If your grandparents don't know, then I've already answered your question. You can worship Mahakali. All Grama Devatas, Kula Devatas, these are all under the control of Mahakali. So you worship her. That energy, when you worship, your problem will be solved. I hope I have answered your question. Now, for those of you who are struggling with money, the number one suktam for increasing your wealth is Sri Suktam. Sri Suktam you can find in YouTube, but these suktam have to be, all suktams have to be recited in a particular tune. In contrast, I mean, in difference to that, There are some stotrams, and stotram doesn't have to be recited in a particular tune. So you can recite stotras without sticking to any norms of the tunes. But if you're reciting Sri Suktam, then you have to stick to the norms of the tune in which it is to be recited. So by the time we get some queries, I will recite this Sri Suktam for you without reciting the Falashruti in order to make you understand how long is the Suktam and how difficult or easy the pronunciation is. I will recite this Sri Suktam. This is number one Suktam for getting wealth into your life. If you cannot recite this, you can play this. A recording of this on YouTube you will get. You can play that, the Vedic chants which are there, and you can offer anything that you have. At Yatha Shakti, you can offer flowers, you can offer kumkum, you can offer haldi, you can offer akshatas, and offer some sweet, milk sweet to Goddess Mahalakshmi and just offer your pranams. Those of you who are capable of learning, do learn this Sri Suktam. I'll recite that for you. ॐ हिरण्यवर्णां हरिणीं सुवर्णरजतस्रजां चन्द्रां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो म आवह तां म आवह जातवेदो लक्ष्मीमनपगामिनीं यस्यां हिरण्यं विन्देयं गामश्वं पुरुषानहम् अश्वपूर्वां रथमध्यां हस्तिनादप्रबोधिनीं श्रियं देवीमुपह्वये श्रीर्मा देवी जुषताम् कांसोऽस्मितां हिरण्यप्राकारामार्द्रां ज्वलन्तीं तृप्तां तर्पयन्तीं पद्मे स्थितां पद्मवर्णां तामिहोपह्वये श्रियम् चन्द्रां प्रभासां यशसा ज्वलन्तीं श्रियं लोके देवजुष्टामुदारां तां पद्मिनीमीं शरणमहं प्रपद्ये अलक्ष्मीर्मे नश्यतां त्वां वृणे. It is Alakshmi. Alakshmi is to be destroyed. That is the wish there. Prapadyer Alakshmi. There's a sandhi there. You shouldn't say Lakshmirme. That would mean you want to destroy Lakshmi. You want to destroy Alakshmi. So be careful when you pronounce that. आदित्यवर्णे तपसोऽधिजातो वनस्पतिस्तव वृक्षोदबिल्वः तस्य फलानि तपसानुदन्तु मायान्तरायाश्च बाह्या अलक्ष्मी. Here also. उपैतु मां देवसखः कीर्तिश्च मणिना सह प्रादुर्भूतोऽस्मि राष्ट्रेऽस्मिन् कीर्तिमृद्धिं ददातु मे क्षुत्पिपासामलां ज्येष्ठामलक्ष्मीं नाशयाम्यहम् अभूतिमसमृद्धिं च सर्वां निर्नद मे गृहात् गन्धद्वारां दुरादर्शां नित्यपुष्टां करीशिनीम् ईश्वरीं सर्वभूतानां तामिहोपह्वये श्रियम् मनसः काममाकूतिं वाचः सत्यमशीमहि पशूनां रूपमन्नस्य मयि श्रीः शयतां यशः कर्दमेन प्रजाभूतमयि सम्भव कर्दम श्रियं वासय मे कुले मातरं पद्ममालिनीम् आपसृजन्तु स्निग्धानि चिक्लीतव समे गृहे निचिदेवीं मातरः श्रियं वासय मे कुले आर्द्रां पुष्करणीं पुष्टिं पिङ्गळां पद्ममालिनीं चन्द्रां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो म आवह आर्द्रां यः करणीं यष्टिं सुवर्णां हेममालिनीं सूर्यां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो म आवह तां म आवह जातवेदो लक्ष्मीमनपगामिनीं यस्यां हिरण्यं प्रभूतं गावो दास्योश्वान् विन्देयं पुरुषानहम्. So that is a suktam. After this, there is Falashruti also. Even if you don't recite the Falashruti, just reciting the suktam will give you the benefits. Now, for those of you who don't know how to chant this, you can play the recording and you can offer your prayers. Now, there are other stotras like you have Mahalakshmi Ashtakam, which is also very powerful. Every Friday, if every day you can't recite, at least every Friday. Venus is the presiding planet, the ruling planet of Friday, and Mahalakshmi is the presiding deity. So for all things where you have Mahalakshmi being presiding deity, you have to do those tasks on Friday. For example, you have to take a Saptamukhi Rudraksha. The day you should wear it is not Monday, but Friday. Of course, you can wear it on Monday as well. But wearing it on Friday will give you more powers. So Mahalakshmi Ashtakam, you can actually text me if you're interested in learning a particular Ashtakam. I can teach that in a session. You can join me on Zoom and I can teach Mahalakshmi Ashtakam. And for all planetary problems, planet related problems, number one stotram is Vishnu Sahasranamam. You just have to recite morning and evening Vishnu Sahasranamam, and any problem related to any planet can be alleviated. We can actually have a class on Vishnu Sahasranamam. I can teach one shloka in one session, and that way over a period of time. Not one shloka, but at least five shlokas in one day. That way, within a period of time, you will learn the Vishnu Sahasranamam. It's very good not only for your health, it will also remove any problems related to planetary ill effects. Um, the other thing that I wanted to tell was there is something called Kaudi Vidya. Those of you who don't know astrology and want to do some predictions just for your life, knowing whether certain things in your life will happen or not and when will they happen, when you want guidance from the cosmos, there is something called Kaudi Vidya for which you use these Kaudi. Okay, can you see these shells? I will lower the camera. Okay, these are Lakshmi Kaudi that I have taken. With this, you can do predictions. I want to teach how you can do predictions without having to know the details of horoscopes and all. You can get answers to all kinds of questions. The Supreme um, Consciousness will guide you. You can answer yes or no questions. You can predict when a certain event will happen. You can also do horoscope matching, not horoscope, but then if there are two people and you want to see whether the kundalis match or not, without having the knowledge about the date, place, and time, without the horoscopes, with Kaudi Vidya, you can actually do it. So I actually want to teach this Kaudi Vidya to all those people who don't know astrology, but then they have a strong belief that the cosmic guidance mm, comes through sadhana and by having a pure heart. When you do these predictions using Kaudi Vidya, any kind of predictions you do, use your horoscope analysis or tarot, anything, you must be very pure. Your language should be good. Your thought should be good. You should be honest. You shouldn't lie. When you do this, your intuition power will increase. So I want to actually teach Kaudi Vidya. You can text me and let me know whether you are interested in learning it or not. Today there are no participants at all. I'm a little disappointed also. I'm offering free consultations and yet the reach is so less. I wish the subscribers will pass on the information to those who would be interested. So I'm ending the session here today because there are no more participants. I hope those who watch this stream later will benefit from the session and also join me in the next session. There's someone seen now. I can see just one participant. If it's not a new participant and there's no point to be raised, then I wish to end this session. I just mentioned that I want to teach this Kauri Vidya. Please collect information from those who will be interested in learning, and we can have a session with nominal fees, not much, 100 rupees or so. In a session, I can teach you how to answer yes or no questions, how to predict if you want to buy a house, when would you buy a house, if there is a loan clearance, when would it get cleared, and Also the matching part, if there are people who want to get married but they don't have any information about their horoscopes and you also don't know how to analyze, this does not require much analysis. Just simply having a pure heart, pure feeling, being honest, speaking truth always, don't lie. The purer you are, the better will be your predictions. So before you come to the session for this Kaudi Vidya, you have to buy these shells, okay? These Kaudi you have to buy. Take at least four of them, and for later predictions you will need more. So at or 20 of them will be fine. Buy these ones will do, but buy the Lakshmi Kaudi which has got a yellow tinge. I hope you can see that. Okay, these shells you buy, and we can have a session on that. All right, then I'm ending the session. Thanks for watching. Please pass on the information to those who might be interested.